man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all-natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Got some rumors about the Charlo twins. Heard Al Heyman is not interested in doing Teixeira and Jermall Charlo next. He wants something else. But let's start off with Jermall Charlo. Got some news on him or some rumors on him. Well, the news is that he does want to come back in December and fight again this year. I think we all heard that already. We also heard that Eddie Hearn says that, Charlo and Andrade is an easy fight to make. And I'm like, okay, get situated. I said, that's cool. It sounds good. It'll be an easy fight to make. Let's see if these dudes can make this damn fight. But hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. I'm situated. Share the video. It's the best way to donate to the channel. If you want to make a donation to the channel, share the video. But the Cash App is CJ Good 313, PayPal link there as well. Shout out to my brother Vinny for donating this morning. Well, I got it this morning. Yeah, heard that Charlo do want to come back in December. His options are Murata, Demetrius Andrade, and Canelo Alvarez. He reached out to Canelo Alvarez team about making a fight in December at 168 pounds. I know before Canelo team reached out to him and offered him $15 million to fight Canelo. He turned it down. I do know Demetrius Andrade team reached out to him, offered him $7 million. He turned it down, offered him $10 million. Jermall turned it down. So maybe they wanted to get more time to refine his skills. And I definitely see an improvement from the Adams to Hogan fight. Adams fight, I don't think he looked that good. And then Hogan to this fight he just did with Derevyanchenko, I seen a lot of improvement. So maybe he feel like he's ready. I know the plan was to do Charlo and Benavidez, but Benavidez lost his belt. I think Benavidez to get it back. He ranked number 1 again in the WBC. I said that a couple weeks ago. But, Murata was supposed to be fighting Canelo in December. Before the pandemic hit, he was going to fight Billy Joe in May and come back and fight Murata, I believe, in December. Then come back and fight Triple G. I think he supposed to fight Triple G in September and then fight Murata in December. So that was what they was talking about it in May. I don't know who he was going to fight, but we know he's not fighting Canelo with the situation. I know Canelo sent the counteroffer to the zone after refiling the lawsuit, so I don't know what his counteroffer is. I think he wanted 20. He was willing to take a pay cut down to $25 million, and not sure, what his true, rebuttal or offer was back to the zone. But is December too quick? He didn't take that much punishment versus Derevyanchenko, so he what that was September, we in October, November. That's kind of a quick turnaround to get ready for Demetrius Andrade, or, even Murata, or even, Canelo, but he'll be in shape. He didn't take that much punishment, and he want to come back in December. It's probably going to be versus Murata, to be honest. Murata's a regular belt, so he had dropped that regular WBA belt, but I don't see him and Canelo fighting in December unless, the zone approved the new deal, and then do Canelo want to fight Jermall Charlo for $25 million? I think he gonna consider Charlo a premium opponent. He gonna want $135 million. So I don't really see that happening. But I heard that's what Jermall Charlo and his team wants to do. But ideally, I don't probably see him coming back this year. But if he do come back, it's probably gonna be versus a lesser opponent or Murata. But if him and Demetrius Andrade get it popping, that's a great fight. I'd rather see it with fans, and I'd rather want to be in attendance. But if they do a 1-on-1, where, you can fight once and then we got an option to fight again, then maybe the rematch could be with fans in attendance. But I don't just see them turning around and doing that. But Demetrius Andrade need an opponent. They talking about Willie Monroe Jr. They talking about Liam Williams. So I'm pretty sure he'd be down to do it. He was, willing to take a pay cut to fight Canelo Alvarez. The zone wouldn't approve Demetrius Andrade as an opponent for Canelo. So let's see it. I'll take it with no fans. I love to see Andrade and Canelo get it. Andrade and Jermall get it popping. I think that's a pick 'em fight. I think what it come down to is, can Demetrius Andrade, take, Charlo punches. I think Andrade can outbox Charlo, but Charlo showing great boxing ability. So it'd be a good fight. A lot of animosity there, a lot of history there. He pulled out versus Jermall back in the day over Jermall was getting paid more than him, and then the whole Rock Nation coming in and messing things up. So, if I had to pick him, I would love to see him versus Canelo, but we know that's not going to happen. I'll take Demetrius Andrade. I think that's for 160-pound supremacy. Love to see the fight, but that's what's coming down from Jermall Charlo side of the street. So they looking to unify, and only guy to unify with is they not talking about fighting Canelo at 60. They talking about 68. So I don't think Canelo want to come back down to 60. So Demetrius Andrade, the only guy he can unify with, because we know Triple G don't want that work. PBC offered him a contract to come over there, but obviously I think DAZN offered him a longer tenure and a little bit more money too. I think it was a $20 million and a $15 million deal for Triple G to come to PBC. He making $14 million a fight at PBC at DAZN with equity. So I don't think he want to fight Jermall Charlo. I think Jermall Charlo at this point in his career will put his dick in the dirt, and that's easy work for him. I think, can he take Triple G power? I think Triple G still got a little power left, but I think he punishing him all night, and I think he might even stop Triple G. Canelo don't have that power that Charlo got neither, so, but he got the counter punch. I think if they fight again, Triple G, Canelo should have an opportunity to KO him. But, Triple G's still tough. He's 37 years old. Less active, too. That never goes, well together. He was fighting 4 times a year until Canelo messed that up in Oscar. But yeah, the thing on Jermall Charlo, I heard last night, and I didn't feel like doing the video after I did it live, that Al Heyman doesn't want Teixeira versus Jermall Charlo next. What's happening there is that he wants Castanos to beat Teixeira first and then make an all undisputed fight. So I think I'm not sure if he worried about Teixeira beating Jermall Charlo, Maybe he is, but he wants Castanos to get that belt and fight Charlo for PBC undisputed. So right now, Al ain't with Jermall and Teixeira right now. Not because he thinks Jermall can't win, but he wants Castanos to get that belt, and then he want undisputed to be on PBC for Jermall Charlo. So you heard that here first. So Al Heyman, he ain't really rocking with Teixeira and Charlo right now. He want Castanos to get a shot. Now maybe it's being true to the game, and maybe he promised Castanos a title shot, and he don't want to wait to do Charlo and Teixeira win, or maybe he promised Castanos a title shot. I don't think Teixeira is a big threat to Charlo, but he's a big guy. He's a guy that can match Charlo height. I'm not sure what his length is, but the only loss on his resume, knockout loss, is to Curtis Stevenson at 160. And we all know Stevenson is a 168 pounder that came down to 160 after Andre Dirrell and Jesse Brinkley beat his ass up there. But like I said before, it's still a good fight. I'll take Castanos versus Teixeira, and then the winner versus Charlo. Obviously, I don't think Al wants to let Golden Boy have undisputed. It makes sense. Why the way he looking at it, why get this guy a direct shot at undisputed when I can make him fight my guy? If he get past my guy, then he can fight my other guy. So, it's just, statistics. It's just, probability. Make Teixeira go through the PBC, car wash. You got to fight him. Then you get the guy. But, personally, he should just plug Teixeira in and let Teixeira fight Charlo. I think Charlo would beat him. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that they not pretty much weighing in right now. And I don't know, maybe because also Charlo got a mandatory, the IBF mandatory, and maybe they can't get around that, and the IBF is really strict. But if they could fit Teixeira and Charlo in December, and then promise the mandatory, he'd get his shot, after that, then maybe that's something they could do. But you know what? Jermall took a lot of punishment versus Rosario. So I don't think a quick turnaround is in his favor neither. So Teixeira fresh, Castanos fresh. They were supposed to have agreement to fight, and I think in California in May or April. The COVID messed that up. So now it's going back to purse bid, and Al Heyman would prefer Teixeira and Castanos next. And we'll see what happens with that, to be exact. So you heard that here first. Also, we have finally heard that Triple G is fighting on Friday because he don't want to go against Danny Garcia. I said that in one of my videos yesterday. And also I heard that basically, I think was it October 10th, the Showtime card is canceled. Qdoba couldn't get his visa. That's the dude Qdoba did, whatever his name is. He fought Luis Collazo for the IBF mandatory. Then Sergey Lipinets and him agreed to petition to the IBF to fight each other for the interim title fight. So their fight is going to be pushed back. I'm not sure what date, but October 10th card is over. Qdoba couldn't get his visa, so Lipinets is going to have to start, take a rest and then start back up camp. Not sure what's going to be the new date. So, you know, Earl Spence, you know, once he beat Danny Garcia in November, then, you know, if Lipius and Qdoba don't fight, he don't have a mandatory. So then he could fight Sean Porter next. And then after Sean Porter, he can fight his IBF mandatory, which would be the interim title winner. So, you know, Qdoba and Top Rank messed this one up with him not getting his visa. So, I mean, that is what it is. So you guys who want to know that and gals who want to know that, what's going on. So that October 10th card, and Showtime is probably going to be canceled. But don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App is CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, Goodfella Sports TV. We gone.